Yo, so what is good, YouTube? It's Big Body Gaming coming at you with a new rebuild. If you haven't checked out the other two that we've done so far, which is the New York Knicks and the Chicago Bulls, you might want to go check them out. So we're rebuilding the Pacers. No more Paul George here. You got Myles Turner, Victor Oladipo. Only big names here. Obviously, Myles Turner's a beast and all, but he's all that they have left, really, in terms of the future. So, yeah. We just jumped into the mid-season point for this rebuild, so we're going to jump into the half-season, so skip all the simming most of the time. As you can see right now, we are hovering around 22 wins, and if you're not sure how this whole thing goes because you're new to the channel, basically it's a 3-year rebuilding cycle, and the first year I try to keep the team basically how it is currently, get the draft pick, and then we try to, you know, it's a more realistic approach than just going and trading, like, old star players that we have for, you know, younger, better players like a lot of YouTubers do. So anyway, here we go. You can see we are around 23 wins. There is the trade deadline. So we finish off 23 and 33. Not terrible, not terrible. Could be worse. So let's see how our players are doing. Myles Turner's injured, but he's averaging 14.6 a game, 8.5 rebounds a game. Pretty crazy, along with 2 blocks a game. So he's definitely doing his thing. Looks like Darren Collison's doing alright. Hopefully TJ Leaf can develop into something, because he was your draft pick this year, and he seemed pretty good, like, from everything I saw in the draft process about him. So, yeah. Definitely like to see how he develops in 2K, because I've never really experienced that from him yet, so. Contract extension time is here. Do we really want to re-sign any of these people? I'll take back Glenn Robinson III, he's a solid player. Corey Joseph, maybe. I don't really feel Thad Young. I don't love his contract. I don't think he's crazy good. I'll take Corey Joseph on a 1-year minimum deal. That's fine with me. He's a solid player off the bench. He gets it done. Alright, let's sim to the end of the season and see what we're looking like after year 1 with the same team. So, here we are, approaching the end of the season. It looks like our season definitely took a turn for the worst, to say the least.
It's funny how you see shit change, man.
30 wins.
It's real funny.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have like a top 5 draft pick this year, so hopefully we can pull somebody good out of the draft this year. 30 and 51. 31 and 51 is what we finished with. Definitely not good. Let's see. Russ, Steve Kerr, Kyle O'Quinn most improved, Rudy Gay, okay, Alonzo Rookie of the Year. Obviously that's going to happen because 2K seems to just do that every sim and never give Markelle Fultz or Ben Simmons any love, but it is what it is. You know, we trust the process. Alright, let's sim through the playoffs real quick and see who will be the champion of the 2007 NBA season. It seems like the Houston Rockets. James Harden averaging 32.5 points a game. Holy Christ. Alright, so I just simmed ahead to the draft. We have the 5th overall pick, and who is on the board still? Trayvon Duval, maybe? I'm just gonna go for this guy. Don't really know too much about him, but, you know, he'll work. I really wish I didn't know how to pronounce his name for this video, but he's from Belgium, 6'5", 225 2 yards, 74 overall. Maybe he develops into something crazy. I'm not really sure yet. So here's our pending options. Don't know if I'm going to bring Darren Collison back. I don't know how many of these people I'm really going to bring back. Maybe I'll bring back Sabonis and Ike. I'll bring both of them back. But yeah, that's about all. Honestly, not crazy about this team's roster currently. It could completely just change the culture of a franchise just like that quickly, just taking away your one superstar that you've had for such a long amount of time, you know, like Paul George. But alright, so here we are in free agency. We see some big names. I don't think we have that much salary. Maybe bring in like a guy like Dante Exum if I can. You know, I feel like maybe he's a guy that can put up some decent stat lines for us. Not too crazy on him or anything, but I'm just saying. Power forward, not really loving anyone in this free agency class. I offered Dante Exum a contract, and the power forward is another position we need. Maybe Aaron Gordon? Nah, it looks like he's going to want too much money. not really interested in bringing him in on that much. Yeah, so I'll just jump into the next season. Here we are. Here's the team. Myles Turner up to an 86 overall, Oladipo 81, and Bojan Bogdanovic is at a 78 overall. So here we are approaching the halfway season mark and the trade deadline, 16 and 30. Not looking too good for the squad. Maybe we get a good draft pick and turn everything around for next year and our fringe playoff team. Hopefully that's what happens, because otherwise it wouldn't be too successful, you know. But so here we are coming up on a 17 and 33. Grizzlies, we catch a dub against the Grizzlies, then we just have the Hawks and Clippers. Let's see if we can pick up 2 more dubs here, and that's an L to the Hawks, and we beat the Clippers, so that's fine. Okay, so let's go look at the stat lines throughout this part of the season. We got Victor Oladipo averaging 14, 3 and 3, just about, not bad. Myles Turner's doing his thing, 13, like 7, can't complain. Trey Burke's doing better than you would imagine. Coming up to the contract extension, we just had to re-sign our boy Myles Turner, obviously a beast. I'll bring back Glenn Robinson again, like I said, good depth off the bench, that's about it. But he was supposed to be something crazy, but not really anymore. So let's just sim up to about the end of the season right here and see what we are looking at. Okay, 29 and 47. Pretty bad, I can't lie. I'm assuming we're going to get a top 5 pick again, so hopefully we can bring in somebody that will really change the franchise, but otherwise we always have free agency, because this is the last year. I'll try and bring in a bigger name type guy, see what happens. So I don't think we really have anyone on any of these lists. Oh no, our rookie got All-NBA second team, but he was also injured, so interesting. And sim through this and see who the 2019 NBA champion will be. Is it looking like the Cavs might make their way in there? Cavs versus Celtics, Cavs, and the Grizzlies, the upset of making their way in there. LeBron's an absolute beast, you know. Here's the draft we just came up to. Manette Bull's son goes number 1 overall, Bull, to the New York Knicks, who are just going to be absolutely atrocious, but they have some decent young players. And we take the youngest Antetokounmpo with the 5th pick, Kostas Antetokounmpo. You obviously know Giannis, but they have another brother named Thanos Antetokounmpo. So yeah, here we go. Pending options: Sabonis, TJ Leaf, and Ike, bringing all of them back. And I just skipped free agency because it was a long process, but basically we ended up bringing in one big name player in Kyrie Irving. So hopefully Kyrie and the boys can lead us to a fringe playoff spot this year, because that would be absolutely awesome. Here we are coming up on mid-season. We've got 17 and 29. Better than we were last year at this time, but hopefully we can pick it up, maybe make a trade right before the trade deadline and pick things up, because I don't know who's not picking up the slack. The team's a pretty solid team all around now. Maybe the power forward position, maybe TJ Leaf's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, but, you know, can't knock the dude because he's pretty young still. So, let's see. We end off at half season 19 and 34, so we're going to have to make a trade real quick. So let's see who is doing good and who is doing bad. We have Kyrie averaging 27 points along with 5 assists a game. Maybe I'd want him to dish the ball out a little bit more, but not too bad. Myles Turner averaging 7 rebounds per game. Looking pretty solid. Oladipo is obviously helping with the scoring. Let's trade our first round pick. See who we can bring in. We could bring in Jabari, but we have to give up Kyrie to do that. So I'm gonna give away that rookie, our depth, and bring in them two, Luke Kennard and another rookie, and see how this can pan out here. Maybe we can be a fringe playoff team if we pick things up through the second half of the season right here. Looking like we're starting off good. Now we're just gonna have to jump to the end and see what us, the Indiana Pacers, can do with this season. Hopefully it's positive. Let's see. Okay, so we're 32 and 44. Probably not a playoff team. Maybe if we start getting some dubs right here, we can be. Probably not, though. Yeah, definitely not. I didn't realize how little was left in the season. And we even take an L to the Nets. That's disrespecting. But that was our best season so far yet. You see Marcus Smart is up there for Most Improved Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Andre Drummond. Some interesting things. I know Kyrie has to be up there. Kyrie has to be up there for one of them, right? Right. No, they did not give Kyrie Irving, who is averaging 27 points a game, a spot on any of the NBA teams, which is just disrespectful, but it is what it is. Let's see who at least wins this season. Oh, and by the way, if you're new, like, comment, and sub for your boy if he was a big body. I make 2K and Madden vids. Peace!